Hey yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the new and improved Chopsticks 1 setup. Now, in saying that, I do realize that our camera and audio quality is quite terrible. As you may have seen in the last video, in the comments I said that we are moving to a DSLR setup and everything. And while yes, I do actually have it right here in this bag, our microphone hasn't showed up yet, so audio quality would be terrible if we try to use something. But anyway, that's not why we're here. The point why we're here is that I built this awesome setup that is perfect for streaming, and I'm going to show you guys how much it costs, what it can do, and all that sort of stuff in this video. So stick around for the whole thing, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun. Alrighty guys, so just before we do begin, I'd just like to say a few things about this PC here. So number one, at the end of this video you're going to see it all in action, so make sure you stick around for the whole thing because it looks amazing. Number two, this is sort of going to be part of like a series, so this is the first video of it, so make sure you get subscribed and hit the notification bell for that, because we're going to be going through each sort of part of how to get into streaming. So the first part's going to be PC, then we might go on to like audio equipment and all that camera stuff, then we'll go on to like something like lighting and then peripherals, that sort of thing. So yeah, make sure you get subscribed for that sort of thing if you are looking into getting into streaming. Alrighty, so like every video on this channel, we're looking for stuff on a budget. And not only that, but we're going for the PC second-hand market. Because right now, the PC second-hand market is an absolute goldmine of PC parts for great prices. And so what we're going to do is try and find all of these PC parts under, let's say, a $400 budget, because a $400 budget for streaming means that we can get all the performance that we need so that we're not lagging behind in anything. We can get current up-to-date parts, so this PC is going to last you 4, 5, 6 sort of years. And 3, it also means that we're not sort of making a massive budget so that you guys can't really follow along with this video, but it's not so low that it's going to affect us in any way. Alrighty, so now with all of that said, let's skip back to a week in the past. Alrighty, well, thank you, future me, for shooting that first bit. But now I'm going to, I'm going to go online and buy these PC parts, get them all shipped in, because I sort of live in an area where no one really sells PC parts, so I have to get everything shipped. Bit of a bummer, but we get through it anyway. We're going to go and look online, buy these PC parts, and then share them to you guys. Let's go. Alrighty, so I believe it's 6 or 5 or something days later, and now we have all of the parts here that we need to build our PC. So now what we're going to do is have a look at each of the parts, what we bought them for, and how much they're worth at retail price. First off, our first deal that we have right here is for our CPU, motherboard, RAM, and CPU cooler. So our CPU is the Ryzen 3 3200G. It's a 4-core, 4-thread CPU that runs at 3.8 GHz. Our RAM is Viper Patriot RAM. It runs at 3000 MHz, and we got it in a dual channel kit, so it's going to support our CPU really nicely. Our motherboard is the Asus Prime A320MA motherboard. It may not be able to overclock our CPU, but it works well. It has an extra 2 DIMM slots so we can upgrade in the future, and it has all around a few nice features. Our CPU cooler is some off-brand one that's like a 120mm cooler. It's going to cool it much better than the stock heatsink, and the only reason why we got such a good deal on all of this, I believe, is because our CPU cooler is held down by zip ties. The overall price that we paid for all of these parts here is $193, and the retail prices add up to $310. Now, for our CPU, the retail price for it is $150. Our RAM, our retail price is $50. Motherboard has a retail price of $90, and the CPU has around a retail price of $20. Next up is our GPU. As you can tell, I'm trying to speed through this a bit. We bought an EVGA GTX 1650, I believe it's the XC model. We got it for $150. Normally they sell for $280, so this is going to run all of our stream. We're going to get really good frame rates with this. It's a really nice looking card, and we got a great deal on it. Next up, our next deal is our power supply. So this is a Corsair CV450. It's an 80 plus bronze unit, runs at 450 watts, and it has these really nice black cables. Sorry, I don't even know if you can see this. Anyway, key point is we paid $30 for this secondhand. Now, you should never buy a power supply secondhand, but why I did is because the guy that I bought it off said it had only been used for a month or so. On inspection, I found out that I believe him because there's like no dust inside of it, and it still has that new power supply smell. Okay, our next deal is for our case, a hard drive, and it came with a few other goodies. So our case is the Thermaltake H18, and we got a 500 gigabyte Seagate hard drive with it. It also came with a blue LED fan up the top, and this here 50cm RGB strip. Now, for all of those parts combined, we paid $30. Unfortunately, the case does have a few scratches on the front screen, but there's nothing we can do about that. The case has a new worth of $50. The hard drive has a new worth of $10. The fan has a worth of like $5, and same with the RGB strip. So if you have been doing the math with me, you would realize that we spent a total of $410 on all of our parts. Now, to finish off our PC and to make it fill up, we got this Diva Pop vinyl, because you know, simp gang for life. I'm kidding, I'm not a simp. Anyway, we got this, so now all that we have to do is find out if these parts are working and test and build this PC. Let's go. Alrighty guys, so our PC is done after that beautiful time lapse, and if you liked the quality of it, then make sure you get subscribed, because that's going to be what it's like in every video from now on, well, in the full videos, because we're going to be using our proper DSLR camera for recording. But anyway, all that's left to do is to turn this puppy on and have a look at what it looks like. Oh my goodness, this PC looks so good. I can't wait to benchmark this. Let's go. Alrighty guys, so as I'm sure you saw from those benchmarks just then, our PC has the ability to put out. And you will not have noticed this, but just then when I was doing those when I was recording those, we were actually live streaming as well. So as you may have seen, we are actually able to live stream on this PC at a constant 1080p 60 FPS, which is very, very nice. And if you do want to join me for live streams like that one, where we play games, build PCs, or just talk with you guys, then hit the notification bell to know when I go live next on this channel. But other than that guys, that wraps us up, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. Leave a like, get subscribed, leave a comment on what you want to see next, or what I could improve, that sort of thing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in another video. See ya.